Phones have become a very important part of our life. Whether it's connecting with our loved ones, reading news and information, or even indulging in recreational activities, everything can be done through our phone. And that's why talking about smartphones and how it affects your mental health is very important. Today, we have with us psychologist Jyoti Dadlani, who has over 15 years of experience in enhancing human behavior and skill, to talk about how smartphones affect our mental health and what we can do to cut down our smartphone addiction. So, without wasting any more time, let's hop on to the next episode of Health Matters. So, jumping right into the discussion, smartphones and social media, they are quite widespread these days. So, my first question to you would be, what is the main reason that we are so addicted to our phones and social media?
So now, thank you, Maitri, for actually having me in this on platform. And when we talk about social media, so initially, before this decade, it was start as a kill time. I wanted to hang out with a friend. Acha, Facebook पे क्या मिलता था? My college friends used to get, and where I lost in touch somewhere, and I used to meet them. I feel happy now. It's become drastically changed due to pandemic isolation. Now this is my only escape. Somewhere people are more kind of scared. If that is not there, what else I have? Currently no physical friend, or no, the interaction become very, very minimal. Then this is the only way to outside world. So my addiction increase. My it might sound like very common sense, but the more time we glue on a smartphone, and we put on the scrolling, we keep on the scrolling. Everything is we keep on scrolling. Hardly, even Instagram videos, why that reels have become 15 seconds, not more than that, because our capacity of mind is not capturing. So we keep on scrolling because now attention defeat is extremely high. Our empathy and our emotions to connect with people has been increased compared to previous. So of course, social media gives us what's happening around the world. It gives us what is wrong, what is right, but how much you adapt is up to you, because it's a kind of emotional evoking platform, I rather say. So then what you take out of it, it's absolutely up to us.
As you mentioned, that it is mostly because of the increased connectivity that it gives us, right? But then because of this increased connectivity, there are so many different kinds of people who are on this platform. There are so many issues like cyberbullying, cyber racism. So how does this actually affect one's mental health? And do you think these social media platforms have the liability of the content that's being shared on them?
Okay, so when we talk about cyber bullying, especially, or cyber stalking, now I have actually seen, matlab pandemic, in the lockdown one, you see, people used to put that cooking. We were in a cooking zone, we were in a cleaning zone. And then gradually, I've seen most, when we specifically talk about cyber stalking or cyber bullying, I've seen small kids, doing. Now you're actually sharing what's happening to each and every single moment of your home to outside world, unknown world. Okay, and then of course, then why are you calling even cyberbullying or cyber stalking? Because you are only giving unwanted information. आप छोटे छोटे बच्चों के 3 महीने के 4 महीने के फोटोज डाल रहे हो. They are making a small kids to perform, to dance, every single thing. So now unknown also person knows what's happening in your mind. So then it's our own limits, how much we want to put, how much should we put. And people are happily chat on messengers, be any platforms. Okay, the people are because it's we have a taboo, we don't want to talk to our friends and family because they will judge us, but we are very happily talk to strangers because they don't judge us. No, that's a comfort zone. But here we don't know who's a really stranger. Is a stalker, is he a criminal, or he is really a genuine person? How do we know? We don't know. fake profiles, how do we figure it out? So for probably someone it will be a mental support, but others the pleasure of dominance, or it can be anything, any kind of danger level. And when we talk about, you have a, even I talk about my friends, we tell them, a lot of clients also, we tell them you have a social media addiction. So they say, how do you prove it? So I would like to give out some signs where you can actually right now, guys, think and tell me if you are going through. Okay, first is you have always phone in your hand, checking phone in the mid of your conversation. You feel that your phone are buzzing even on silent where it is not buzzing. You keep on checking mails and app text with an obsession. You're sleeping with your phone. You used to phone as your escape. So if you have a family discussion time and someone is calling me, and then you kind of putting that escape route. So somewhere you need to figure it out, what is the really use you're putting, and is it getting anywhere?
Right. As you rightly mentioned, that we are so addicted to our phones, it's almost as if it's like our organ outside of our body. That's what I feel. And but also, when we talk about social media, there are a lot of taboo topics like, sex or like sexual orientation, even racism, that there like people are actually spreading awareness through social media. So overall,
Absolutely, absolutely.
what is your point of view? So is it positive or is it negative?
I see, as a relationship expert, even I talk about lot of about relationship, and the major part of relationship is compare of a sex. So as a doctor or as a psychologist, we don't mind. And it's again, how are you taking it? So for racism ho, sexual awareness, so yeah, kuch bhi ho, how are you getting this information? And there are a lot of influences. Okay, so it's like which one you want to pick. But definitely everyone is doing their best job, but it's like another Google. So you have to also cross check, if someone is suggesting something, is it correct or it's not? Because that might work for that person, not necessarily work for you.
Right. So basically, social media is what you take out of it, in your opinion, right?
Absolutely, absolutely. Social media is what you take out of it. It's like a what huge well, and how much you drink, whatever you want to drink, it's up to you.
But I feel that with so much information available online, and it is so addictive that even when you are sleepy, or even when at least with me, at times it has happened where I am sleepy, but if I have my phone in the hand, then I'll wake up for 3 or 4 hours more. So how does one get rid of this addiction, or how do you actually detoxify yourself from the online world?
Okay, so when we talk about ability, uh, when we log into our favorite apps, what happened is we have dopamine signals in your brain that is drastically increased, and that is a pleasure. That's a moment is your pleasure. So what we do is, when we get pleasure, we work as a reward, and we wanted to go back. We go back, we wanted to scroll more, we wanted to see more. Arey, aur kya hai, aur kya hai, aur kya hai? So that curiosity somewhere developed. But there are also, when we experience dopamine using side, it also give a lot of positivity, but also bring a lot of negativity. How sometimes another person home is much better than me. Oh my god, मैं कहाँ कर रहा हूँ, मेरी लाइफ के साथ क्या हो रहा है? See, that guy is so confident, he is giving ज्ञान to the दुनिया, and where am I? But probably you are at your best place. But now we start comparing, knowingly, unknowingly. Then there can be drastic isolation and loneliness, because what will they say, or what we also say, you cut down from the negative people. So there are no there are no tag of negative people, right? Everyone, it's a yin yang. Everyone has a positivity and negativity. So what, from another friend also, What you take, it's up to you. So negativity is everywhere. You really cannot cut them. But how do you handle it and how much it should affect, it's again up to you. So, but once we talk about cut down, so we absolutely go in isolation. So teenagers come to us and say, we don't have any friends. I say, why not? Yeah, college is like full of life. Once you start working, then I know. So they know we are happy with our own game zones, we are happy with our own apps, and those are my real friends. वहां पे मेरी team बनी है. I say, is there any chance after 2 years also you meet? No, but we chat a lot. I say, pick up the call, talk. Why it is so difficult to approach? Because now my confidence level is so damn low. I don't know who I'm talking to. I'm happy with that chat and I'm happy with my comfort zone. And this actually create a social anxiety disorder, depression, and FOMO, fear of missing out. But now it is turned into JOMO, joy of missing out, which it recently merged due to pandemic. Joy of missing out, understanding that you desire, choose to wear a life that energizes you. You fully embrace, instead of missing out joy, you understand you're driving your fears to be out.
Right.
And it's absolutely our own choice.
Right. So, as you mentioned that, the lives online, you try to compare your real life with the life somebody is portraying online. And I feel, as you mentioned, there is so much of depression, social anxiety, and low confidence, self-esteem issues. So, with somebody who's dealing with all this and is understanding that their mental health is declining, what, according to you and your expertise, should be the steps that one has to take in that scenario?
Okay, so you're saying that first, let me cut the questions in two parts. Okay, so how do we know that our, when I talk about first, I given a science that how do you take out your addictions? Now you're addicted, and then downside is we talk about that sleep disturbance, poor grade, your performance level increase, as well as your relationship. Then we talk about how the influences affect you. That's our choice. Whom do we choose as influencer? But something works for him does not mean it should work for me. So it is very small. You see in the ads, the influencers put down those clothes and those amazing makeup products, and
Yes,
they told, wow, we should definitely try this and all. These are all paid ones. Even if they say non-paid, why people are doing that? It's a then barter system. So that's something very small thing we don't understand. It's everything is promotional. Okay, nothing comes as a free. ज्ञान फ्री होता है, but उसमें भी कितना लेना है वो अपने पे होता है. So sometimes we missed out those signs. So considering how do we take care of, I cannot say someone, okay, took the phone away. If you took the phone away, you are taking their breath line. They cannot breathe without it.
right.
So I definitely cannot say you pick the phone away. But how do you reduce? That I will help you with. Is that fine?
Yeah, I think reducing it to a healthy extent will actually have a very positive outcome, because people forget that phones over here are invented for a ease of living of the mankind, but not like ऐसे फांसी का फंदा नहीं बनना चाहिए phone, where it's enabling you to miss out so many experiences in life. So if somebody, even if you're going out for a dinner, people would rather click a picture, share it, and then eat the food. ठंडा खाना चलेगा लेकिन फोटो डालनी चाहिए, which
the vacations are more on the photo basis. It was never they never enjoy with the family. The person, probably one become a photographer, another become a model, and that's how the entire vacation goes. So where is your family time?
right. And especially smartphones, they have virtually brought everything to you, like from your groceries to apparels to anything that you want. You just place a order and it's there. So what do you think, what affects, like how does it affect the human life, and In future, what do you see? What kind of impact does these practices bring?
So again, let's cut it into two there. The first one is when we talk about grocery and everything in a food step. So in pandemic, even I'm still on online. So I am a big fan of online shopping. I'm really happy with it because my efforts, my time, and of course my safety has been taken care. So that way, I told you, technology is a bless. It's like, how do you take it? So that way, life is much more better. Now the medicines which we wanted to send to elderly, that has been majorly. We wanted to subscribe some medicines, and we just tell our patients, now you go and take it from online. You don't have to travel anywhere. Be safe at your home. So that has been taken care. So one way, it is absolutely a bless. But another way, it's again, uh, how how much you're traveling. When you talk about bread time postcasting, and you're not the only one. Now our initially probably might be the bread time around 10 to 11. Now even 3 to 4 is, people are still questionable, am I even sleepy or not? And since I'm not sleeping, what I'm doing is, I am we found a bedtime procrastination was associated poor self-regulation. So what I'm doing is, if I strain myself to the smartphone or what I'm watching, I might get sleepy. But it's exactly opposite. Since I'm getting excited, my sleeping is gone long back.
Right.
And even that is affecting my diet because midnight snacking is on. आप अगर 4 घंटे या 5 घंटे रह रहे हो, so that means you're eating and drinking. So drinking is also now become, alcohol intake is drastically increased. So somewhere, what are you doing to take care of not only your mental health but overall physical health also? What are you doing? We are just giving excuses, it's called a revenge bedtime procrastinations, where no one else is telling us to watch. We are the only one who don't want to sleep and getting into this. Then considering some tips can really reduce is delete the social app which is not really required. In fact, one team, whoever is viewing us right now, just check your phone, just see how many apps are you using daily, and उसमें से कम 15 में से 5 निकलेंगे. We have not used it for 6 months. It's just lying there on phone. Why? No need. And sometimes if you're searching something, people quickly search on smartphone. They actually forgot they have a laptop or they have a computer. So guys, get back to computer, do some research here. Aside from certain amount dedicated to your friends or a family, certain amount to the exercise, because that what matters a lot. For example, sports, cooking, whatever you want to sometime in your hobby, so your that excitement transfer in this, instead of just watching, sticking on a Netflix and getting nothing out of it. Then leave your phone for a while. Leave your phone, tablets, take phone social detox. Right. So take that 5 hours break. Not possible, it's okay, 15 minutes break. Now let's start with a small amount that can really make a changes. And when we talk about, how do we tell that it is really, getting bad again, and it is really hampering my mental health, now it's high time. First level was social addiction, which is on and on for now more than 1 year. The biggest excuse is, मैं कहाँ जाऊँ? Everywhere, it's because of safety. I cannot go anywhere. And the second is our mental health in our toss. So sleeping too much or not at all. Then eating too much or too little. Sounding disinterested in everything. Being spaced out. Making clinical comments, usually about yourself. It's me, or no one else. Pushing people away, pushing our loved one away, tending to rub your eyes and head a lot, avoiding eye contact, always being shaky, avoid certain kind of conversation, and looking for that middle route. Then losing a track of time. That's what we do at a night, one more episode, just one single episode, and then we after this I'm going to sleep, and that never happens. You also know people are actually completing one series or season in 2 days now.
Binge watching, as they say. Yeah, people are.
So somewhere we have to, it's high time to us wake it, and take care of our own health, mental and physical.
I feel that the insights and obviously the tips that you provided will actually help our audience a lot. The funny part is, even our podcast is being uploaded on the social media, which is a little ironic, but I feel that if we spread the awareness of social media, then only people will kind of try getting off it, because we
That
cannot
is
reach people otherwise.
no. See, I never said social media is bad. It's as good as how do you use it.
Right.
Okay. Like for it was blessing for local businesses. When we talk about support local business, it was absolutely come out as a blessing. But there are so many things people able to reach out to the larger audience.
Right.
For us also, our awareness messages, now I can, previously it was maybe 50 people I used to reach, now I can reach to 5,000. So of course blessing for us. Again, how much and where to stop, it's up to us.
Right. So I think that brings a lovely end to our discussion. And you have wonderfully covered all the points and explained everything very nicely. And this is something that which could have been so lengthy, but you've kept it short and you've kept it complete. So thank you so much for that. And we at Health Sarthi are very grateful to host you today. And we're looking forward to more discussions with you.
Thank you so much, Maitri.
Guys, if you enjoyed the discussion, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Also, turn on the bell notifications and comment down any questions related to health and wellness, and we will try to answer it in our next episode.